Hi, goes the family. Welcome back to Patterson L Properties. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. All right, let's get to it. Okay. Well, this was a very interesting article that I came across the other day, family, because we live in a time where a multitude of corporations have been buying up lots upon lots of single-family homes, especially since we live in a time where a multitude of commercial real estate that is becoming more and more vacant around the United States of America. So, with that being said, family, real estate is and always will be considered a great asset / commodity in this country. So when people have families and do not do a great job of keeping a thorough and legalized will / estate plan, people make it so much more easier for corporations and governments to seize one's assets after they pass away. So in life and in death, in a great country like the United States of America, known as a capitalistic country, if you're not operating as a corporation, whether you're alive or you're dead, then you are doing a beautiful job of basically bringing condemnation towards your family and your friends or whomever else you want to leave any specific assets to when we leave, because we live and we die. All right. We live in a great capitalistic country, and it's based off of winners and losers. I want to see more and more people every day, working people specifically, to be on the winning receiver end of this wonderful economic game. But if you're not going to play the game, you got to play to win, or you're going to basically play to lose. Either way, because a lot of people don't want to participate, and that's fine. But either way, unless you're a homeless bum, you're going to participate. And even then, eventually, you're going to beg for some food. You're going to do something to get food, get some clothing, and therefore there's going to be some sort of exchange in the game of capitalism. So if you're going to play to win, you're going to play to lose. So when I came across this article about the great God rest her soul, and respect to the Queen of Soul, Miss Aretha Franklin, as you see behind me, her sons were finally granted her real estate in the year of 2023. So according to the article, Miss Aretha Franklin's sons have been awarded her real estate after a judge ruled that a handwritten will from 2014 found in her couch was deemed as valid. Per the Associated Press, and the ruling comes 4 months after a jury decided that the will was admissible, despite its being difficult to read. It was signed with a letter A and a smiley face, overruling a 2010 ruling that was a 2010 will that was found in 2019. This was a very, very huge victory for Franklin's youngest son, Key Calf, who's been arguing over the document's validity since it suggested that she wanted him to control her assets, her estate, after she passed away. The Queen of Soul did not leave behind a formal will. Key Calf had the support of the singer's second eldest son, Edward, but her third son, Ted White, and the guardian of her eldest son, Clarence, who has special needs, opposed Key Calf's motion. And before I go on, family, all I can say is that I'm at least happy that this happened, because too much wealth has been lost in various communities, specifically the Black community, because the family did not hold on to their family's real estate, especially in major cities. All right, that's why gentrification has been so easy. Either people were generational renters and they couldn't afford to rent anymore, or they were people that did not see the value in owning a home and keeping a home like a lot of people see the value in now, and therefore they just sold the property for dirt cheap, and somebody bought the property, fixed it up, and now it's worth $1 million or almost $1 million. Or unfortunately, people just passed away and they did not have any family members to leave the real estate to, or friends or family to leave. Because even if you don't have family, if you have a close friend, leave the asset to the close friend and their family. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not giving out financial advice. The article also stated that Key Calf will inherit one of her 4 properties worth $1.1 million in the city of Detroit suburbs. As you see, the city of Detroit is behind me. It's actually a bucket list city I want to go visit before I pass away. And it's a great city to buy real estate in all at the same time as well. White, however, was rewarded with a house that was sold by Franklin's estate for $300,000 prior to the will being discovered. Edwards was granted a separate property also based on the 2014 will. Both the 2010 and 2014 wills were found in Franklin's home in 2019, and despite the men agreeing that the 2010 will was valid, the courts deemed that the 2014 will would supersede the other one because it was actually signed by the late singer. Once again, properties worth $1 million, and $500,000 is wealth that can be passed down for generations to come. Both documents reportedly indicated that Franklin wanted the money from her music and copyrights to be divided evenly between her children, but the 2014 will granted Keycap full ownership of her $1.1 million home. And that's a beautiful thing. So her, the royalties from her music, and I hope that the sons are doing a great job of not just living high off the hog off of this money and off of these assets, but they're actually going to do something for the family, put it into, a trust, annuities, whole life insurance policies, buy real estate, open up businesses, assets at the end of the day. If not, then, they're just going to throw it into the economy and basically make somebody else rich. That's just my personal opinion on that one. But anyways, I digress. Also in 2010, the will that were stipulations listed about Keycap and Edwards needing to take business classes and get a certificate or a degree before getting control of the mother's estate, which is smart, to ensure that they know what they're doing with the money, because all the money in the world, you can still end up broke at the end of the day. But the 2014 will didn't include those conditions. Well, hopefully they do it anyways. Mrs. Aretha Franklin died at the age of 76 on August 16, 2018 in her Detroit home after a battle with advanced pancreatic cancer. Moral of the story is keep good and legal documents when it comes to passing down real estate, and definitely passing down any specific assets at the end of the day. But nothing but love and respect to Aretha Franklin, because she taught me what it was about when it came to RESPECT, respect. All right, so nothing but love and respect to the queen. Don't forget that Patterson Properties, we wholesale real estate in the DMV area, Reading, Pennsylvania area, Philadelphia area, Harrisburg area, all that triangle, all those little metro areas and all that great stuff. So check us out. Links in the description. Go from there. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL/AcornsCrypto.com, Coinbase. All those platforms, you'll be able to make some money moves, and hopefully you don't live broke like a fool. On that note, remember, you can't get fired if you own a company, and it's 2023 going into 2024. The opportunity is going to be knocking at your door. Do the great, thiefy things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care.